Right, gun people? Well, this is total BS by this DA. And I'm going to tell you why I think he could charge this very easy. So Colorado District Attorney, he's frustrated because he can't prosecute the cop found drunk in his patrol car. He can prosecute whatever the hell he wants, and he can win. He's blaming the cops for not doing an investigation, which they were wrong, but you know what? He ain't charging none of the cops for obstruction investigation. He's not going after the cops who ruined this case. He's just coming out saying he's frustrated. That's why they do it, because they know they're never going to be charged. Outrageous.
Colorado police officer found passed out at the wheel of his patrol car in uniform will not face DUI charges. Tonight, why the DA says he's frustrated with police. Here's ABC's Clayton Sandell.
Tonight, no charges against an Aurora, Colorado police officer found passed out drunk in his patrol car.
He's a little intoxicated.
But
okay, you heard that cop say he's a little intoxicated? Look at all the witnesses when you watch this video that you could call and put in front of a jury. Just because you don't have a test, and they do have a test, but just because the cops didn't do a DUI investigation does not mean this DA cannot charge this case. Hell, they should they try to impeach the president over some freaking BS phone call that they lied about? But it's freaking crazy. This DA is a punk. He's a liar. I don't believe him. He could easily prosecute this case, and he could easily prosecute the cops and the police department for not doing an investigation. They obstructed justice, and they failed to collect evidence. They allowed evidence to be destroyed, and when they could have collected it, there's plenty of charges. He could go after these cops, and he doesn't. Because, Rick, police are there to protect us, and they get a hard rap, and it's a dangerous job, and they're all heroes. Whatever, people. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Officer Nate Meier will not be prosecuted for DUI because the DA says police failed to investigate one of their own. But Officer Nate Meier will not be prosecuted for DUI because the DA says police failed to investigate one of their own, despite the smell of alcohol. A deputy chief said he believed the officer had a medical condition.
Are you kidding me? The guy smells like alcohol. He passes out on the street. They take a blood test at the hospital, and he's 4 times over the legal limit. And this guy, the deputy chief, thought it was a medical condition. How the hell did he make deputy chief? What the hell? Are you kidding me? You can't make this shit up.
And erred on the side of protecting Meier. Police never tested his blood, but the hospital did, finding the officer's alcohol level more than 5 times over the legal limit.
Okay, so what this is called is when the medical does a blood test, they're checking for things in case the officer is under drugs to determine what to treat it if there's some other issues. So a medical blood draw is different than a criminal blood draw. However, there are ways to get a medical blood draw in, i.e., the investigation was compromised by dirty cops. Therefore, I want to get the medical blood draw in. Plus, you call the medical staff in to testify at the jury trial. Did you take blood? What was it? Okay, Your Honor, objection. That wasn't taken in the procedures with a DUI and the officers didn't do it. Yeah, correct, Your Honor. They didn't do it, which is why I had to call the medical in because the cops were dirty and I'm currently charging them with obstruction of justice for not doing it. Therefore, this is the best evidence I have, and because it's the only evidence I have, I want it in under an exception for best evidence rule. I don't know if they get in or not, but they would get the jury to hear it for damn sure. You could easily get a prosecution. Every fireman that was there should be interviewed by the DA's office. Have a DA investigate. You remember this case? Yeah, I remember it, man. We don't find a cop passed out in a freaking car every day and have the cops come in there trying to cover it up. I remember it. Really? Did you smell alcohol? Was the guy capable of talking? Did you hear him talk? In your experience, has an EMT or fireman that's taken many DUIs, would you think he was under the influence? Absolutely he was. You do not need a cop to investigate in order to charge somebody. That's absolutely ridiculous.
If one of us had been in that car and not Officer Nate Meier, you asked me, do I think it would have been treated differently? I do.
Would you call this a cover-up?
I don't think that's a cover-up.
Well, then you're a freaking idiot, because that's exactly what it is.
but it's a couple blocks from it.
Aurora's police chief admits they were wrong.
No one is above the law, and that this should have been handled.
Obviously, they are above the law. Well, if this is the police chief, we know how she got her job because of her haircut. She's got a full head of hair. Probably the only one in the department that's got hair. But because she cut her hair short, she got police chief. So we can, in the name of diversity and fairness and equalness and freaking all the other ignorant shit on how we dilute government to the dumbest denomination that we can, she's a police chief. No one's above the law. Really? Your deputy chief said it was a medical condition and he was 5 times the legal limit. After he got the medical, your deputy chief still thinks it's a medical issue. They didn't even fire the guy. Well, they demoted him. Ooh. They demoted him for this article, and in 6 months he'll get his stripes back. Come on, people.
That's a DUI.
An independent investigator is now looking into how police handled this case. We're told Officer Meier has been demoted, but still has a job.
Okay, so here's the other way that this could get charged. The Attorney General can always take a case from a DA. He can come in and go, we're the state, we're going to prosecute it. Matter of fact, if there was any conflict, that's exactly what would happen. And obviously there's a conflict when you got the deputy chief who's so stupid he thinks it's a medical condition, even though he was 5 times over the alcohol limit. So obviously there's a conflict. Something's going on here. This is a complete just outrage of the criminal justice system. Everyone that gets a DUI after this is bullshit. No one in this county should get charged with DUI, period. This is what I'm talking about when you have 2 sets of laws. You have government and cops, our government. You have them getting away with everything, and you have the pesky citizens getting taxed to death, beat the hell up, accused of crimes, going broke from paying legal fees, getting taxed out the butt every time they turn around, and then they're told, we need more police because our police are here to protect you. We need more government because you don't need guns because we have the guns and we'll protect you. When are people going to wake up and stop drinking the freaking Kool-Aid? Outrageous case. All right, let me see here. California. This is easy to look up. So if you want more information, Aurora Police Department not offered a formal response. No shit. Because when they lie, they don't say anything, and then the sheep will move on the next day. Tomorrow, they'll be having some cop, giving a kid ice cream, saying, look at our officers, they're giving a child ice cream. We have such a great department. We need more funding so we can hire more officers to give kids ice cream. Yeah, okay. And the idiots will be like, yeah, we need more government. That's good. Freaking crazy. All right, we'll end that there.